Drupal Camp Delhi. Am I audible? Yes. Okay, cool. So welcome to the Drupal Camp Delhi. So we're going to have a session on Drupal versus commercial platforms. I'm going to compare the commercial CMS available in the market today, which are very famous from a long time, and how Drupal makes a difference in your organization, and how Drupal makes the difference when you are building an enterprise level product, and how Drupal makes a difference when you want to build a website. That's what I'm going to cover today. So my name is Anil Sagar. I've been working with Drupal from past 4 years. Okay. I've been working with Drupal from past 4 years. I contributed a couple of modules to Drupal.org. I took the initiative in Bangalore to start the meetups, and I attended DrupalCon San Francisco in 2010, and I've been there in Drupal community from a long time. I'm a trusted user in Stack Overflow, where I help people and answer their queries. Okay. So I work with Azri, who is a platinum sponsor for Drupal Camp Delhi, and I'm working as a Drupal lead architect and team lead. So this session covers how you can save the money when you are using commercial CMS once you move on to the Drupal, and what difference it makes. So this is a famous quote from Benjamin Franklin, where he says, "A penny saved is a penny earned." So you save the pennies and make big money. Basically, that is the concept by using Drupal, and how Drupal makes a big difference when you are building a large products or even enterprise level products and even a small websites. So using Drupal CMS, you can do a lot of things. It's not only just a website builder. You can do a lot of things. It's so much flexible. It's a framework. It's not just a CMS. It's more than a CMS. You can do a lot of things using Drupal, using a lot of modules. So these are the commercial platforms that we're going to see today, how it differs from the Drupal, and what change that Drupal can do if you are moving from one of these commercial CMS. First one is Zive, which is a social collaboration platform, which is from Jive company, and second one is Microsoft SharePoint, where I can use to build websites, and third one is Sitefinity, which is a CMS to organize the content and basically to publish the content, and OpenText is a new name of Vignet, and Telligent is another CMS that is commercially available today, which is quite popular. So coming to Zive, Zive is there in social collaboration platform, which is there in the market from long time. If you've been heard about that, it is used as an internet site to collaborate between the teams, and it is used to communicate with the customers. It is used as a funnel for marketing and sales. It is used for a lot of things that keep the people together and do the business. Sure. Not about. And second one, you have been heard about it. It's a Microsoft SharePoint, which is used for content management, which is quite popular from the big guys from Microsoft. So it is basically used to share the content between the people, and basically to organize the content like documents, like a file system, and basically like a wall in the Facebook where you can post some things and where you can follow people like Twitter. So you can do a lot of social networking kind of actions using the Microsoft SharePoint. So the other is Sitefinity, which is a CMS which is used to publish the content. Okay. So if you are building a new site, suppose if you want to publish the articles, so Sitefinity is one of the commercial CMS available today, which you can buy, and you can use it to publish the pages and search the content and tag the pages, and a lot of CMS related things you can do with this. And it has some pieces called e-commerce, where you can even publish the products and have some price and track all those things. And it has even forums where you can let people collaborate and engage themselves in the discussions. So, we have Telligent, it also offers the same kind of social networking features where it is more about it revolves around the people, where people can form groups and they can share the things and they can communicate and all those things. This is one of the other commercial CMS available today in the market. So, OpenText is quite a popular one in the CMS business, where they offer a lot of things in the content management systems, where localization, where you can publish the same article in different languages. Example, if you want to build a site in India where you want to have a regional expose, okay, where you want to publish your content in Hindi and in English and in different languages, then you have to go for localization. So, OpenText supports localization. This is one of the commercial CMS available today in the market. So, let us see how Drupal makes the difference between all this commercial CMS available today in the market in terms of features and in terms of cost, in terms of maintenance, in terms of technical capabilities, how it makes the difference with Drupal. Let us see in the next slides. So, let us compare the Xive. So, Xive is a social business collaboration platform where you can engage people, where you can use out of the box tools like forming groups and joining the groups and having a private groups and all those things. You can do the same thing with the Drupal using the Drupal Commons. So, how many of you heard about Drupal Commons here? Right. So, it is a distribution available in Drupal where it comes with a pre-packaged modules where you can use for building a social sites, where you can have collaboration, where you can have forums, where you can have blogs. All social network related modules comes with a pre-packaged version called Drupal Commons. So, if you are using Xive and if you want to move to Drupal, so Drupal Commons is the solution for you. So, second thing is SharePoint. Microsoft SharePoint offers the document management system where you can do the same thing using Drupal using the module called file depot, right. So, there is a contributed module available in the Drupal.org, you go and download it and use it. So, this solves the document management problem if you want to build it in the Drupal compared to the other commercial CMS. So, there are a lot of features that is available by default from the code. You do not need to even download a contributed module to do this. For example, if you take a commercial CMS like Sitefinity, where you want to have just content management system features, then Drupal core offers a lot of features when you compare to other CMSs, the commercial CMSs. The Drupal core offers the content management capability where you can post the articles, where you can tag the articles, where you can comment on articles. There are a lot of features available from the Drupal core that you can use out of the box. So, when it comes to search, search is a major feature in each and every CMS. So, in Drupal there are a lot of options available for the search. So, the Drupal core comes itself with the core search capability. There is a module called search module that comes with the core that offers the database search. If you want to extend the database search to the much more higher level for improving the performance and having more features, there are a lot of modules available. Okay, one is Apache Solr, which is again a open source tool where you can increase the performance and you can run the search itself in a separate server, in a Tomcat server, and you can index the Drupal content in the Apache using this module. So, Drupal offers a lot of other things that you cannot even imagine. So, you can plug in any kind of other third party search services using the modules that is available today in Drupal. And we have a very famous module, views module. You can use the views module basically to filter the content and show it in the front end. So, that is one of the beautiful module available in Drupal. Nowadays each and every Drupal site requires views. So, there is a plan even to move the views module to the core. And in many things that Drupal offers out of the box that even some of the commercial CMS that does not offer. For example, some commercial CMS offers the e-commerce solutions, but some does not. But Drupal has a beautiful e-commerce module that there is a module called UberCart 6 that offers this commercial that even that even some of the commercial CMS doesn't offer, where you can publish the products, and where you can sell off the products, and you can generate a lot of reports using the e-commerce modules. There is one module called UberCart in Drupal 6. There is a beautiful module called Commerce in Drupal 7. So Drupal can be used for a lot of variety things. You can see the Swiss Army knife, so that it can be used as a publishing platform, where if you want to build a new site, you can use a Drupal CMS. For example, if you want to build a full-blown commerce site, something like a eBay, you can have it using Commerce module. Recently, one event distribution called Commerce Kickstart is released, where you can build site like Mitra.com or any e-commerce portal within minutes. So it can be used even to integrate with the social networking platform, where you can share the content using the out-of-the-box modules. And coming to the most important factor that everybody is looking for, what I can save using Drupal. Okay, you can save a lot of money. Let's see how it differs from the various other CMSs. So when it comes to Zive charges around $12 per user per month. Think about if you are expecting 1,000 users for your site, where you want to build social networking capabilities, then how much you are spending per month? $12,000 per month. That's huge. Just for month, you are spending $12,000. Think about a year, how much you are spending. Same thing for SharePoint. It charges around $4 per user per month to even $22 per user per month. Depends on the number of features that they are offering. So it's huge business for them. Let's see the Sitefinity that charges yearly fees of even like $8,000 to more customized versions that they have. So it's a huge business for them in the CMS market. OpenText charges anywhere around $1 lakh per year for getting the licenses to run their systems, and Telligent charges anywhere around $30,000 for getting the licenses for their CMSs. So Drupal, if you want to use Drupal, it's 100% free. You can use 17,000 contributed modules available in the Drupal community without paying anything. So only thing that you spend for your site is your developers cost. That is the only thing that is normal for any commercial CMS too, if you want to do any customizations. And another factor coming between these commercial CMSs and the Drupal is the longevity. Like if you see down the line in the future, like next 2 years and next 3 years, where your commercial CMS stands and where your Drupal CMS stands, it makes a lot of difference. Let's see the comparison between the SharePoint, which is widely used a commercial CMS to build the websites and web products, and how it differs from the Drupal. So when you see the timeline between 2009 and 2012, you can see a lot of Drupal major versions. One is Drupal 5 to Drupal 7. In the next year, we are expecting even Drupal 8 with more advanced features. So when you see the same with the Microsoft SharePoint, we have only 3 major releases between 2003 and almost like 2012. So that is the difference it makes the open source CMS compared to the commercial CMSs. And maintenance, you have to pay a lot of money to maintain the sites, something like SharePoint and something like OpenText. They have a lot of hidden charges. For example, if some feature is not working and if you want to contact their support system, they're going to charge for that. If some module is not working and you want some modifications, they will provide technical support. Again, they're going to charge for that. And if you want to find like premium support, again there will be other charges for that. So there are a lot of money that goes into the maintenance for large sites, for enterprise level sites, that can be reduced using Drupal. That is one of the advantages that we get. And there are a lot of things that we can save money when it comes to the CMS business by using Drupal. One is licensing fees. You don't need to pay even a single penny for using Drupal to get the license to use it, since it is open source. And even bug fixes, you don't even need to spend your developers' time or your money, because the reason is there is a very large community in the Drupal.org where 17,000 contributors are available, and a lot of people who are trying to help the people in the forums. So even you came across some bug, you just go and post it in the Drupal.org, somebody will come up with the patches. So you can save a lot of time. And the upgrades, when it comes to upgrades, if you want to upgrade the commercial CMSs, it will be a pain, because you need to pay for that, right? So for example, today if you are using Microsoft Windows and Windows 7, and if you want to go for Windows 8, again you have to pay for that, right? Even if it is a small amount, it makes a difference. So, but if you want to upgrade from Drupal 7 to Drupal 8, or even Drupal 5 to 6 or 6 to 7, you don't need to pay anything. And security checks. So somebody will have a question like, since a lot of people are contributing through Drupal, how can you ensure the security of the core or security of the contributed modules? There is a huge security team in Drupal.org who is working on the security checks, who are going to monitor the security loopholes in the Drupal. They're going to release monthly security report, and they're going to fix the security issues that come across the various contributed modules. And technical support. Technical support, if you want to get it for the commercial CMSs, then it's a tedious task. Like you have to go and open a ticket and wait for the ticket, and they're going to come up with the answer, and you have to follow with them. There are a lot of things that goes on in between, the money, the time, and etc. etc. But in Drupal, we have a lot of mediums that we can communicate through the developers who are experts in the field, through IRC, through the Drupal community, in the forums and Stack Overflow. There are huge mediums available that you're going to interact with a lot of people all around the world, where you can get the technical support for your website. And so commercial CMS, they don't expose their code happening in the inside. When you came across something, when you want to develop some custom features, so it will be nowhere, like you don't know what to do, because you don't know what's happening inside of the core, and you don't know what's happening inside the CMS. So it's very difficult for you to extend the core, or if you want to build some new features. But Drupal, since it is open source, all the modules and each and every line of code is visible, so that you can go and see how it works, and even if you want to extend it, it will be very easy for you. The advantage that useful compared to this commercial CMS. So there are a lot of people recently moved from enterprise level CMS to Drupal. For example, Jive, where they're paying they're paying almost like $12, right, with more fees the PayPal saved. Think about it. And the same thing with eBay Developer Network. I'm not talking about the eBay websites or PayPal websites. I'm talking about where they engage the people and where they communicate. So eBay Developer Network is also previously built on Jive, where they're spending each and every month, each and every year lakhs of dollars just to get the licenses, just to use the website. And they moved to Drupal recently, and they saved a lot of money using Drupal, and they're adding a lot of features compared to their old Jive instance. So this is one of the case study that we have hands-on experience moving Microsoft SharePoint website to Drupal. Currently it's in alpha stage. How many you heard about ISB, Hyderabad? Right. So recently they decided to move their website from SharePoint to Drupal. So what is their existing situation? So they have been using Microsoft SharePoint for their website to post the events and post various articles and post other things too. So it is very difficult for them to manage the website, because a non-technical person, if they want to use the website, it was very difficult for them, because they are not trained on the Microsoft SharePoint. And again, they have a lot of hidden cost, like for getting the technical support or getting new features. They have to spend a lot of money using SharePoint. So and getting the skilled resources for them internally, it's very difficult, and outsourcing it will be a problem, because they have to pay for the technical support in a hourly basis. So it's very difficult for them, and if they want to integrate any new feature, it's highly impossible for them, because it's gonna cost for them a lot. So now we rebranded the entire site using Drupal, and the content has been migrated from old SharePoint to the Drupal. Let's see what all the benefits that they're gonna get. So one is that they got a dynamic content updation by any non-technical person. That means even the people who doesn't know even what is Drupal, they can able to easily post the news articles. They can able to easily manage the events. So that is the benefit they get using Drupal by using the various dashboards and admin stuff that comes with the Drupal CMS. And there is a lot of significant cost reduction, because as I told, the Microsoft SharePoint again charges for user basis. So since they moved from Drupal, they don't need to pay the licensing cost, they don't need to pay the support cost and other things. So this is their new site that they're going to launch very soon. So they have a lot of new features that is available in the front page, like news and events and other things that they can manage very easily using the Drupal CMS. So today Drupal powers a lot of websites, almost like 2% in the entire internet space. That's still a small number, but when you see the big people who are using the Drupal, it's huge. So when it comes to security, so if you have any doubts about does Drupal is secure, then you can see at whitehouse.gov, because that proves that whitehouse.gov is running in Drupal almost like more than 2 years for now, and it's not been hacked. So that proves the security of the Drupal. And a lot of developer networks is built on Drupal to engage the developers in the community. One is PayPal, eBay, and LinkedIn and Twitter. These are the 4 most top sites in the world whose developer networks are built on top of Drupal. And when it comes to the commercial auto industry, you can see Mercedes-Benz, their website is built on top of Drupal. And when it comes to the media and entertainment, Warner Bros. Website is built on top of Drupal. And Yahoo Research, the website is built on top of Drupal. And when it comes to the rich and media content based website, and if you want to host a lot of images and videos, and mtv.co.uk is the best example what you can achieve with the Drupal. So you can build a website with very rich media content. And Drupal is very famous in the US among universities and schools, because even a beginner in Drupal can easily build a website for their school. It's very simple. So it's been very famous. Stanford uses Drupal for their websites, and Harvard uses Drupal for their websites. And there are a lot of other sites too that is built on Drupal. The list goes on. If you want to check out the full list, there is a beautiful website called drupalshowcase.com, where they showcase a lot of best Drupal sites, where you can go and check it out how they build the sites using Drupal. So I think we started a little late, and we need to finish it up quickly. So I think it's time is up for me. So if you have any questions, I'll be here.
Means mainly people are like complaining like managing site in Drupal is like little difficult.
Okay.
Like the admin interface.
Right. Right. So which version of Drupal are you using?
Let's say 6. Now
Yeah.
7 is having a big.
Right. So Drupal is evolving. Drupal 5, even the developer dashboards are very difficult. But Drupal 6, the developer dashboards are simplified. But when you come to the Drupal 7, even the non-technical person like admin dashboards are very much simplified. There are many contributed modules available like workflow and other modules where you can use them and make the admin dashboard simpler. Okay. And the best module that I can tell to make the admin dashboards simpler is the views module. You can use the views module even to build the admin dashboards. Yeah, so that is the simplest way.
Okay. So certain time I find difficult in moving from Drupal 6 to Drupal 7.
Yep.
Because I have some websites which are made on Drupal 6 and
Right.
certain other on Drupal 7.
Right.
It always shows that there are updates available.
Right.
I don't know how to move from these portions, and there are certain difficult because when I move to there, some features are disabled and some becomes active.
Right.
It goes on like that.
Yeah, Drupal has a problem with the upgradation when it comes to the contributed modules, but the core upgrades are pretty much smooth. Okay, when you are upgrading the Drupal core, it is straightforward. Okay, you don't need to spend a lot of time in upgrading the site. But when it comes, if you are using a lot of contributed modules, the contributed module should support the upgrade paths. They should have upgrade paths. That where the problem comes in, because since there are widely like 17,000 modules are available in the community, so each and every module may support the Drupal upgradation path. So you have to check that where the problem lies in the Drupal. Any other questions? Okay, thank you very much. So my username is anil614sagar in drupal.org. If you can get in touch with me. I'm quite active in Stack Overflow, where the question and answers happens. Even if you post there, if I'm there, I'll be helpful.
Come on, so we'll just